Good afternoon. I want you to look at the second row because my members who will love to be here sharing information with you obviously cannot because they got to do their thing. They got to do their magic at school, working with the staff, doing PD on Tuesdays. So that's the reason behind that. So you are here, members that are looking or watching. You're here, and you're here with me. So that was that. Those seats are available, by the way, if you want them now. All right, so the irony of what just happened. If the budget cuts that are currently in place do go through, Hamilton High School, who puts on 400 performances a year of different kinds, won't be able to do that. Won't be able to do this, perhaps, because you will lose 2 administrators. You will lose 2 APs. That's just Hamilton. Remember, you use Roybal a lot. You use Cortines a lot, Garfield, all those folks will have casualties. But that was not the start. One of my seasoned schools to watch in Highland Park sent me this very brief text. I'm sure you've heard from everyone, so I'm not sure how much my voice can add. But let me know what I can do to support. It's been a very demoralizing week. Okay, that's from a seasoned, high-achieving administrator. Superintendent, senior district officials, and board members. The aim of the strategic plan is to achieve academic acceleration for all students. Schools are making strides in academic achievement. For instance, in 2022, 16 magnet schools received important national recognitions. In 2023, 40 magnet schools received that same recognition. And these are led by dedicated teams at schools and central office administrators from our ranks. Schools are on their way to accelerating student academic achievement and improving attendance. This proposed budget development cycle only seeks to erase the gains and the efforts of school teams, which allowed for supervision of the instructional program and meeting the daily operational demands to keep everyone safe. This draconian proposed budget will only bring acceleration to a screeching halt because it cuts essential APs and their work on behalf of our students and school communities not worth covering the R2 penalty. Deputy Superintendent Salcido, I urge you and Martha Alvarez to consult with San Diego as to how they rewrote the law to exclude out-of-classrooms teachers from the R2 formula, and also seek support from Superintendent Thurman, who knows the good that happens in LAUSD under AALA leaders. You have literally handcuffed schools already since 2020 by the attempt to fully defund LASPD. This move continues jeopardizing safety and the emotional, physical harm to students and staff, and the millions of dollars in facilities, equipment theft, vandalism is costing the district dearly. Learn from that mistake and revise these IOCs and increase carryover allocations to 50% or higher. Attendance and other important plans and activities like SPSA, TSP, Title I, PDSA, MyPGS, BSAP, iReady, or maybe not ready, CKLA, ETO, iStars will become casualties with the gutting of assistant principals. They need to continue in order to continue the desired results and improvements we have seen these last 3 years. Make sure LA leads the way, not loses the way. The APEIS reduction of 120 will take a tremendous toll on the employee and their health, as well as having to cover 2 to 3 different school communities and not be able to make connections with students, staff, or parents. Expect more delays in completion of assessments and IEPs and the litigation that it may bring. This called for all APEISs to become a 38G level with major challenges they will face. What mandates or initiatives will be removed from the plates of principals, knowing full well, realizing they will have less administrative support to sustain programs in place? And it would be unfair to hold administrators accountable for unending responsibilities with minimal support. Co-located schools would also be significantly impacted with single-site administrators dealing with the many challenges this poses. A phrase that I've heard from the superintendent and from a board president: earned autonomy. Schools that have demonstrated consistent academic gains and enrollment growth must be provided the necessary resources so they can purchase what their school needs to meet the needs of their community. Schools with built-in autonomy must be allowed to exercise the autonomy in allocating funds for what they need. Our students and school communities drive our why, motivate us to come to work every day and give it all we got. The proposed budget cuts will 100% significantly hinder our mental and physical well-being as we make strides to do all of what is mandated with one eye shut and one hand tied behind our backs. I believe and admire the peaceful work and style of Reverend Martin Luther King Jr., but in these times, I will follow Malcolm X by any means necessary to advocate on behalf of AALA members. It feels in this month of friendship, and Friendship Day being tomorrow, we are feeling more under fire like never before. I will not provide a one-page handout with job actions members will take part in, none of which interfere with the safety and well-being of students and staff, but rather address members' physical and mental health. And Mr. McLean has them up there for the front and the back. Thank you.